I'm Jackson West, and we are here doing our unscientific survey of voters leaving City Hall in San Francisco.
So my name's Ollie.
My name's Stanley.
And so, how long did you guys have to wait for the polls?
How long did we have to wait?
We saw there was kind of a big line. So.
Oh yeah, we're both lucky. We're permanent absentee, registered permanent absentee ballot voters, which means that you get to completely avoid the line and go down to a different room at the end of the hall, and it takes 10 seconds to vote.
I considered switching parties so I could vote differently in the primary.
Okay.
You know.
And is that because of a strategy? There's a particular Republican candidate you want to see, or were you excited about one of the Republican candidates?
I was excited about one of the candidates.
Do you mind if I ask?
I really like Ron Paul's ideas.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a registered Green, which basically means in local elections I vote Green and anything that has to do with the environment, and in larger elections I vote Democrat because Greens tend to not run a visible or well-funded enough campaign to make an impact.
What's the number one issue for you guys this election?
Economy.
Economy.
Yeah.
I know, it's hard to pick just one sometimes.
No, it's kind of a tie between the war and the economy, which really are the same issue.
Right. Do you care to make a prediction about who you think might actually win the whole kit and caboodle?
I think it's too close to call.
Yep.
And even after today, you're not going to know.
Ultimately, I think we all know that there's not a snowball's chance in hell unless some really dirty pool is played by like pulling voters out of the voter rolls or something like that, that a Republican will actually make it into office for another 4 years.
Do you mind if we ask who you voted for in the primary, the presidential primary?
Not at all. I voted for Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton, great. If you could tell us what's your biggest issue in terms of like national issue this year in terms of the presidential election?
Well, probably the war in Iraq. That I would like to see the troops come home.
Yeah, yeah. And then sometimes people are cynics or people are optimists, and maybe they think another candidate besides the one they're supporting might win. Do you have a prediction as to who you think might win?
No, I don't, because I know it's a very close,
very close
election, yes. So, no, I cannot predict. No.
Great. And then the one question I forgot to ask was your name.
Argelia Trula.
How long did it take you to vote? Like, how long was that line?
It took me probably an hour and 45 minutes.
What's your name?
My name is Joanna Bernina.
Joanna, pleasure to meet you. Do you mind if we ask who you voted for today in the presidential primary, or did you vote in the primary?
Yes, Barack Obama.
Barack Obama, great. And were you registered as a Democrat already, or did you change your registration to vote for Barack?
I've been a Democrat, registered as a Democrat all along.
Okay, okay. I guess the next question is, what's the biggest issue this year for you in terms of the presidential thing? The one, I know there's maybe many issues, but what's the number one?
Immigration and the war in Iraq.
Yeah.
And the economy in the United States.
Yeah. And then the last question is, we know on television they have the highly paid pundits who try to guess who's going to win the election, but we're asking everybody who they think is going to win the election.
I believe Barack Obama will take it on.
You think so?
Yes,
great,
definitely.
Great. You're an optimist.
It needs the change.
Yeah, yeah. Your name?
Kimberly.
Kimberly. And so how easy did you find it to vote this afternoon?
Not easy.
Not easy.
It was very difficult.
It was just a long wait in line, or was there a problem with the registration?
Oh, no. The actual voting was fine.
Right.
But choosing who to vote was not very easy.
So do you mind if we ask who you ended up voting for in the primary?
I voted for Hillary.
You voted for Clinton. Great. And were you a registered Democrat before you came in, or were you an independent who chose to vote Democrat?
Democrat.
Got it. What's the number one, I know you probably have a few issues, but what's the number one issue you're looking for from the candidates this year to address?
I don't really have a number one issue. I just want a leader who's not Bush.
Do you have any predictions as to who you think might win?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a really close tie between
Yeah.
Obama and Hillary.
And would you support either Democrat who's
Oh,
nominated?
absolutely.